Hey everyone, welcome back to another tier list for PMGC coming up here in just a couple days time actually from recording this. I'm joined by the one, the only Khaya, who you guys might recognize from PMSL Americas and from the Brazilian stream. She's here to break down where she thinks the teams will end up in their run in PMGC. So Khaya, thank you for joining me first of all.
Thank you for inviting me, Jason.
I gotta thank you back. I'm not used to this. You know, Wolfie's like, oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
So let's jump into this, right? We have the league stage. So if you guys watched the other video with Wolfie, it comes down to this. Khaya has to say where the teams will get the farthest in the event. So for instance, Loops, if she thinks Loops will end up in the grand finals but not top 5, then she'll put Loops in the grand finals, and that'll be exactly where they end up. So let's start off in the league stage here. And again, keep in mind, as Wolfie didn't realize, you can't have every team make it to the grand finals, because then you're looking at, what is that, 8 teams out of the 16 who make it to grand finals, and that's not very realistic. So let's just jump into the league stage here. So who do you got first? Who do you want to place in league stage first?
Okay, I really wanted to put all of them in grand finals, but to start, I think Inko is going to be in the league stage because, I don't know, it's a new roster and they're kind of adapting together, so I don't know if they can go to the grand finals because we have 48 teams, you know, all of them are so good, so it's going to be hard for them.
Yeah, of course, NA's representative, of course they're going to be last if it's NA's representative. Okay, so what about another team? Every time I get an opportunity to make fun of NA, I do. Another team you would put in the league stage here?
I wanted to put the Vicious on the grand finals as well because I saw how much they tried to get to the PMGC, but after all, they ended up in the 8th position. I don't know, 8th position. So I don't think they can go to the grand finals right now. I don't know if they are ready for that.
Yeah, I think one thing we always look at is like international experience. Like, yeah, you might be able to play well in Brazil, you might be able to play well in Americas, but if you're playing against teams from like CSA, teams from China, teams from all around the world, it's very difficult to adapt quickly on the fly. So I honestly, I would agree with you putting Vicious there. Is there another team you'd want to put in league stage, or do you think all these teams will qualify for the grand finals in the UK?
I don't know if it's too unrealistic, but I think the other teams all might go to the grand finals. But I know it's a lot of teams. I mean, we have still Alpha7, Influence Rage, Team Liquid, Team Queso, Loops, and Furia. It's a lot of teams.
That's 6 teams. So you're saying 6 out of the 16 teams will make it to the grand finals from PMSL Americas. Just to confirm that.
Okay, I'm not sure. Can I think about the...
Yeah, you know what? We can move to grand finals if you want. Yes. We can move up a little bit, and you can move some teams around if you need to. So then grand finals. We'll make it to grand finals, but we'll not break through into top 5. Who would you put in here first?
I would put Team Queso. Team Queso is, I don't know, this new roster of them, it's so good. The only problem they had in PMSL was actually the double points, so the other days were almost perfect for them. And Team Queso is probably going to be a good team in PMGC as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they're coming from a format that no other region has been playing, and if you're a team that succeeded off of those double point days, it's not going to work out well for you when you don't have them anymore. But then likewise, I guess if you didn't play well on them, it's not really going to affect you too much because they're not there. What about another team for grand finals?
Influence Rage. They might fight for the top 5, but I don't know. They actually, in PMGCs, when they go to PMGCs, it's kind of hard for them. I don't know, the team might be so good. We can see that they're playing so good, but when they go to the World Championships, it's hard for them. I feel like they feel more pressure than the other teams, and I don't know if this actual roster is going to be this way or if they're going to change something.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams have a really hard time adapting when you get to like a global stage, because if you're a team that plays Edge, for instance, in your own region, you're kind of used to it and you're kind of confident enough that you can play it, and you're, I mean, generally winning out on those situations if you're going to play it. But then you go into an international lobby where the floor of skill that everyone in the lobby has is so much higher than what you've been playing in your own region. Plus they have slightly different styles as well. If you bank all on one strategy, that can be really working against you, I guess, in the long term when you get to these big globals. Another team for for grand finals here. I mean, you've got some high caliber teams left. I'm assuming you're gonna start putting some of them in top 5, but you have 4 teams. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think 4 teams out of the top 5 are gonna be from Americas. So I don't know if you want to put them up there or what. But what do you have next for us?
So I'm actually looking at the group right now. The groups, because
I should tell you, don't look at groups. I should tell you that. Because Wolfie didn't have the opportunity. I don't want to let anyone use the groups to kind of decide. Though that would kind of make sense, but it's kind of unfair to Wolfie. So
okay, not looking right now. But I actually remember something. Not because I looked right now. Furia is on the second group, the red group, I guess. And it's not, I don't know, I think it's some group that can actually be easier for them. Not easy is not the right word here. We're talking about the global championship, but I don't know. I see there are 2 groups too hard, and this third group kind of more balanced. So I think Furia can go to the grand finals.
Okay. Well, I'll put them in there then. I mean, you have to keep in mind that I think it's top 3 from each group goes to grand finals, and then 4th through 11th go into a survival stage.
Yeah.
And then like a last chance kind of thing. So I think actually it gets more difficult the further on you get into the league stage to try to qualify. Though obviously top 3 in your group is extremely difficult as well. Okay, so we got 3 teams left. We got Loops, we got Team Liquid, we got Alpha7. Do you want to move to top 5, or do you think one of those 3 teams will end their run just in the grand finals, but not top 5?
Okay, I want to believe in Loops, but I don't know. They're coming right now to PMGC, so I don't know if they can make it to the grand finals. It's a very good team, but I think they might end in the league stage.
Oh, you want to put them in league stage? So you're going back into the league stage section.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to be realistic, as I said, because there are a lot of teams and only 16 places, so I don't know.
You know what? I respect it. I think it's really easy to be biased towards your own region. Like, yeah, all of these teams can easily make it into grand finals. You know, 5 of them have a chance to win, but there can only be one winner. There can only be 5 teams in top 5. You got to be a little realistic there. But I'm seeing 2 teams left, and I'm seeing 2 slots left, and I don't think it takes a genius to kind of predict where you're going to put these 2 teams, but I'll let you go ahead and place them.
Okay, Team Liquid, probably top 5. I think they can fight for the first place, but it's actually, after what we saw on PMSL, I don't know if they're ready for that. Like, psychologically, I don't know.
Okay. Psychologically,
I don't know the word right now. Okay, psychologically, yeah.
Don't worry, you speak more languages than I do.
I don't know if they're ready for it.
Okay, I mean, they did do decently well at PMWC, and I think that was maybe like a first little good, like toe in the water of what international play is going to be at this kind of level, especially this year, which has been easily the most competitive year, I'd say, in PUBG Mobile history. And that leaves you with Alpha7. They broke the streak. They finally got a win at PMWC. Could they put the cherry on top of their dessert with a win at PMGC as well? Is that where you're going to put them?
Yeah, Alpha7 is basically has all of the possible titles, the tournaments they play, they win a lot, and PMGC is the only one left. I mean, to finish, to put the cherry on the cake. I don't know if you have that expression.
We usually say like cherry on top, like usually in terms of ice cream, but you know what? Cherries on cake does sound really good too.
Okay. Yeah. So Alpha7 is probably the one who's going to be the winner for me. And well, assuming the teams from Americas, not only for Americas as well. Alpha7 is a very good team, and they are so connected, so entrosado. I don't know if you know Portuguese, you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm kind of guessing they're like really integrated. Their synergies really strong within the team. That's what I'm guessing where you're going with that.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know some words.
Totally fine. Obrigado.
Yeah. I think that's it. Alpha7 on the first place, Team Liquid on the top 5, and the other teams. I still have hope that I'm going to see all of the teams from Americas going to the grand finals, but I know it's hard.
Oh, extremely hard. So are we locking this in? Are you set with all the teams and where they're currently ranked?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, cool. Well, Khaya, thank you so much for your input into this. I actually am quite behind quite a few of these picks, if not a majority of them. There's maybe like one or two in there I might swap, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx them. I don't want to curse them. And obviously, you know the teams way better than I do since you got to work with them the entire year. But thank you again so much. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see you at PMGC. Hopefully, if I'm there too, we'll find out. But thank you once again, and you guys in the chat, in the comments, let us know if you agree with Khaya's picks or if you would change things up.